Alright, so in this lesson we are going to show equivalence of slope between any 2 points. Between any 2 points on a line. So basically what we're doing is, I'm going to show you that the slope from A to B is the same slope as from B to C, or B to D, or C to D, or A to D. As long as the 2 points are on the same line, the constant rate of change will be the same. So let's go ahead and find the locations of these. So -8, -1, 0, 1, 4, 2, and 8, 3. So I want to show that the slope for B to C, from B to C, is the same as the, or equivalent to the slope from A to D. Let me try to draw that as okay as I can. All right. So B to C. So B is 0, 1. And C is 4, 2. And A is -8, -1. And D is 8, 3. So in this, to do this, I'm going to just show their equivalent of slope. I'm going to use the formula, which is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So this will be x1, this is y1, this is x2, y2. And these, with these 2 points over here, this would be x1, y1. This would be x2, and the 3 would be y2. So y2 minus y1, 2 minus 1 over x2 minus x1, 4 minus 0. And that should be equivalent to 3 minus -1 over 8 minus -8. Now before I continue this, what I should probably do is rewrite this. So this isn't going to be minus -1. This is going to be plus. Let me write that a little bit better. Okay, and this isn't minus -8. This will be plus 8. So 2 minus 1 over 4 minus 0 should be equivalent to 3 plus 1 over 8 plus 8. 2 minus 1 is 1. 4 minus 0 is 4. Easy enough. 3 plus 1 is 4. 8 plus 8 is 16. Now these don't look the same, but remember you can reduce this fraction on the right side. So 1/4 equals 1/4. Oops. All right, cool. Let me try to move this up a little bit more. So what I want you to do is, I don't want you to do this whole thing again, but I want you to show the setup for that you can use like the other way around. Like instead of doing 2 minus 1 like I did here, I could do 1 minus 2. So I'm going to write that. And instead of 4 minus 0, I can do 0 minus 4. And that should be equivalent. Instead of doing 3, let me look up here. Instead of doing 3 minus -1, I could do -1 minus 3. And instead of doing 8 minus negative 8, I could do negative 8 minus 8. So these are the two things I want. I want you to show the process for one, and I want you to show the setup for the other. So let's look at the next one. So we want to show that the slope from A to B is the same as the slope from B to D. Okay, so I should probably find the location of these points. This is negative 5, 1. This is 0, negative 2. This is 5, negative 5. And this last one is 10, negative 8. So A to B is negative 5, 1 to 0, negative 2. And B to D is 0, negative 2 to 10, negative 8. Okay, so negative 2 minus 1 over 0 minus negative 5. Should be equivalent to negative 8 minus negative 2 over 10 minus 0. So let's rewrite this. So instead of minus and negative, I could put plus. Instead of minus and negative, I could put plus. So negative 2 minus 1 over 0 plus 5 should be equivalent to negative 8 plus 2 over 10 minus 0. Okay, so negative 2 minus 1 is negative 3. 0 plus 5 is 5. Negative 8 plus 2 is negative 6. 10 minus 0 is 10. I can reduce this by 2. And I would get a negative over positive is a negative. And then I would get 3 over 5. And this is negative 3 over 5. Oops. Try that again. Now remember, I'm going to show you the other way, the other direction, but we're not going to do all of the math. So instead of doing negative 2 minus 1, we will do 1 minus negative 2. And instead of 0 minus negative 5, we'll do negative 5 minus 0. Should be equivalent to, instead of negative 8 minus negative 2, we'll do negative 2 minus negative 8 over, instead of 10 minus 0, we'll do 0 minus 10. And like I said, you can just do the setup for the second one. You don't have to do the whole thing over again. And that is it. Thank you.